We're getting ready to go on a hike, and I thought I'd show you guys the items that I packed for my dog Harley for a hiking trip, or it actually can be used as a overnight weekend hiking pack. So I wanted to show you guys the items that I packed for her, and in this video we're featuring the OneTigris Saddle Bag, and this is in the size large. It fits Harley perfectly. She is absolutely in love with it. And after a few years of wear and tear, it's still actually held up quite nicely. Now, I have featured this bag in my bug out bag video for dogs. Now, this video is a little bit different than that because this pack is more for a 1 to 2 day hiking pack or a weekend bag, if you so will. So these are basic items that you may need for your pet when you're hiking or out and about in the woods and the wilderness, just enjoying nature. However, there are some items in here that I feel that are important to have just in case there are some basic emergency items in here. So on this side we have, of course, some of Harley's dog food, and this is enough for maybe about 1.5 meals. And just a little bit of some wet food for her to have as a treat, and I mix that into her bowl. I also carry an extra leash. Even though I do have a regular leash for Harley, this one comes in handy just in case we have any mishaps on the trail. And of course I keep documentation of Harley's vaccination records, and I do keep like a dust cover mask for her. This is a child's mask, but it can be wrapped into and tucked into her muzzle, just in case, you know, there was like a fire or if it was very dusty. I mean, it's honestly just an extra mask that I can either use for myself, for Harley, or also it can be used as a makeshift bandage. And I also keep some spray alcohol to sterilize any wounds or even just to sterilize my hands. It's also a great fire starter. On the inside, these are more items for myself, but just in case there are some wounds that need cleaning, or you know, her ears need cleaning for some reason, you can use the alcohol with some Q-tips in this waterproof container. Along with that, I do keep some cotton swabs all nice and tucked in there, and this again is waterproof. Another thing that I do keep is a small blade just for personal use, and also some needles and thread just in case the bag does come apart a little bit. And just in case there's some need for us to clean off Harley's paws or anything, there's a bit of dog shampoo in here. And I also keep this ID for my other dog, Coco, just in case she's with us. Coco's a little bit older, so Harley carries the pack for both of them. But just so I have some basic identification for Coco in case she's with us. Now, I do have these more for personal use, but this is some Benadryl, just in case we have any allergic reactions. Harley can actually still use these, even though the gel lining can kind of irritate their stomach. You can always dump out the powder into something that they're eating. And along for treating wounds or anything like that, I do keep some amoxicillin, and these are actually good just in case for some reason, God forbid, you have an emergency, you get stuck out on the trail for some reason, you or your dog are injured. It's a course of antibiotics. The other thing I do keep is a very small flashlight. This one was given to me for free, so I just keep it on there just in case we are out after dark or we spend the night out on the trail. It's always good. I can just hang it onto her bag there, and or onto her collar itself, and it'll light the way for where she's walking. And just in case we have any incidents, even though this does say dog vitamins, these are actually dog aspirin. In case, you know, for some reason she's in pain, I can give her one of these, or give her some of it at night, just in case, you know, we all get sore. We get sore hiking, so just to help her sleep well and make sure she's not in pain for any reason. And on the other side, I do keep some more dog food just to make it like a full weekend's worth of food, or just to give her a little bit of extra food if we've been hiking for a long time, and give her some more energy, along with some dog treats that she likes. And this this can actually be, of course, for us. This is more for me, but she likes it as well. So this is a nice treat. So it's kind of dual purpose. I can eat it, she can eat it. So it's just small and easy to carry, and a single individual pack. And of course, I do take some water for her. I have 2 of these in the pouch. So it's enough water for the day for her, and you can always refill it, you know, from the spring or from the lake. I mean, dogs can pretty much drink water from the lake, so you can always refill it for her, but this is pretty much clean water, so it's for her, for me, for whoever. Another item that I keep in here is a very small first aid kit that is useful for myself and for Harley. I'm not going to go into what's in there, but just very basic emergency supplies just in case either one of us gets hurt. And I also keep like some ibuprofen and basic items for myself in there, and she carries that for us. And some other supplies that I keep in here for myself mostly is just the chapstick. And I do have an extra buckle in case one of her clamps break. And I also have an extra lighter in there. And just in case she has any mishaps, this is a very small clipper, you know, nail trimmer, a very small multi-purpose tool. Now this is a strap from a backpack, but it has come in very handy when I've needed to use it like as a tourniquet, or to tie anything down onto Harley for some reason, or onto the pack on the side. It's Velcro, it's adjustable, so if you can reuse items, I try to reuse them, but this actually is a very quick makeshift tourniquet that I can use, or just a tie down to tie down anything else to the backpack. And I also do keep a small ID for Harley besides the tag she has on her collar, just because I do have her registered as a service animal, more for emotional support. But I do have her registered, and this is good because I can take her pretty much anywhere with me, just in case, you know, there was any kind of mishap. I can take her around restaurants and that kind of thing. So I like to keep that on us, even though I don't, you know, like put it onto her leash or anything. I just have it on me more for identification purposes. I do have some aqua tabs here that I keep for myself, just in case I have to clean some water out and, you know, for some reason I may have lost my filter or whatnot. And actually I do keep some extra caps for the water bladder canteen here, just in case one of them breaks, I lose one. It came with them, so I just keep one in each of the pouches. And last but not least, I do have these Serene Pet collapsible bowls. You've probably seen them in my other video as well. They've been going strong, you guys. She's been using them for almost 3 years now, off and on, when we're camping on the trail or just living the bus life. But she pretty much can, you know, eat out of it comfortably, and it's easy to clean, which I need to do now before we go out. But I mean, as you can see, they're pretty worn and used, but they're still good. So that is what I keep for Harley for when we go on our weekend adventures. I hope that you found this video useful. As you can see, they're very basic items. And of course, you know, the more you pack into their backpack, the more they have to carry, just like us. So I rather keep it pretty light for her and just stick to basics and things that I know that we have been using in the past few years, and just minimize the load for her as well, you know, in case you were going on a weekend trip or if you had to like leave the area for some reason, quickly, or bug out. This is also a great example of what you can pack for your pets for an emergency. So I hope you guys found this video useful, and if you guys have some suggestions of items I may be missing, make sure you write them down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.